Hey there, Sasha here with a quick pattern Tetris video. What is pattern Tetris? Pattern Tetris is where you measure your fabric, create a document to that size so that you can move your pattern pieces around and make sure you have enough fabric for your project and make adjustments where necessary. You can also use pattern Tetris when you have a printed piece of material and you want to make sure that the imagery in the material is exactly where you want it on your pattern pieces. In this case, I am not using a printed material, but my fabric is a pretty wonky shape. So I can't really just create a rectangle document that represents my fabric. So I thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and pull it in to see exactly what I'm working with and what I can get out of this particular project. And you'll see exactly what I mean when I say wonky in just a sec. So let's get started. So first, I am going to create a new document. I'm going to do 60 by 45. That should work. Create. And I've got my image here. I'm just going to copy and paste. So I've made sure I took a level photo of my fabric. I measured it in this case. So if it's more square, I will take like 3 measurements on the vertical, 3 measurements on the horizontal. Pick the smallest of those 3 measurements and create a document size that big. I wouldn't even necessarily pull a picture in like this unless I did have a printed material that I needed to get my pattern pieces in an exact spot to capture that part of the image. I'm pulling this in though because it is such a wonky piece of material. I've got this huge arc right here. So I just want to see what I can eke out of this with my GreenTee. And I thought it would be interesting to pull it in since it has a funky shape. So I'm going to just crop in right around my fabric, making sure I get the whole piece. Go back to my move tool and I'm going to start sizing it up proportionally, dragging from the corner, making sure it doesn't change the proportionality. I'm going to make it pretty big since my document should be 60 inches. I know that the longest dimension on my fabric is 59. So I'm going to pull it like that and just see what I have. My measure tool, boop. Oh, did I make my document 70? I feel like something weird is happening where my document size is changing on me and I don't know why. I don't know why. I thought I did 60 by 45. Now I'm gonna go back and watch and see, but it's like it's 70 by something now, I guess. I don't know. All right, I'm almost there. Let me just resize a little bit. Measurement tool again. All right, cool. And the shortest dimension was about 36.5. So let's see what it is from here to here. That says 36.2. I mean, who knows where exactly I was measuring. Let me just 36.3. But this is 59. So I think I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, because I was measuring somewhere in here, so that should work. Yeah, that's 36.5. All right. Great. I'm going to lock this. I can see my whole piece of fabric. I feel good about it. I'm going to lock it. I'm going to create a new layer. I am going to go to my GreenTee and just make sure that this layer with my body map is locked, and it is. Move tool, I'm just going to select all the pieces, copy, paste them right into my document, and kind of start moving them in place with everything still selected. Right away I can tell, I'm not going to be able to get a long sleeve shirt out of this. Let me make sure that these are grouped in case I want to move them around. Group. These are already grouped. Yeah, so I can do a short sleeve. I might even be able to get an elbow sleeve. Let's see if I can do an elbow sleeve. I think I need about, it's like 12, 13 inches for an elbow sleeve. So, and I think I can definitely get that out of this fabric. And I'll move it right there. I'm gonna drag a guide in. Gonna set that 0 point right there as well. Oof, I should zoom in closer to do that. That's fine. Okay. And then I can, is this a guide? I guess I dragged in another guide. Put that at 13 inches. And then select, I'm gonna ungroup so I can go in with my node tool and just break these apart. So select that, break, select, create a node and break. Other side, select, create a node and break. Select, create a node and break. Awesome. Now I can select this part and delete. So this 13 inches is actually going to include the hem. So I think instead of closing this, I'm actually just going to use this piece here, drag it on down, and shore it up like that. Then I have a nice hem. How big is that hem? Is that like an inch? About. And there we go. I've got hopefully an elbow length sleeve. I'm pretty sure. I could go scouring through my patterns and try to find one, but I think 13 inches should do. If I mess it up, I can always just end up with a short sleeve shirt. No biggie. All right, let's see if I can select all of this without, oh, I selected something over there. Without a trackpad issue. Okay, I'm gonna group that back up. I'm gonna copy and paste and mirror, pull my sleeve down. And there we go. Let's see. I'll just move these over here somewhere. I'm not sure which neckband I'm gonna choose yet. It's pretty stretchy in this direction, so I might do my 83% instead of my 86, but I haven't decided yet. And I do have about an inch of seam allowance here, even though it doesn't look like it. I didn't put it in. I could, but it, I know it's there. Good to go. So this is especially helpful if you do have a printed fabric and you need to, see if your front piece looks better over here versus over there. You can move those things around, play with it. You can, especially if you have like a striped material, you can start kind of lining things up before you even go to your projector, just making sure that these are level. Of course, you can do that without pulling your fabric in. But sometimes it's helpful to actually pull in a photo of your fabric and see what's going on in cases where it's a really wonky cut or you have a printed pattern. A big thank you to GreenStyle for letting me use their GreenTee for this video. If you do not have a copy of this pattern, remember you can get it for free. All you have to do is go and join their Facebook group and find the discount code in the pinned post, and I will link that below. Thanks for watching.